Good morning, guys. So today is our final day in Beijing before we move on to Xi'an in the evening by an overnight train. Today, while in Beijing, we will be going to the Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City. So guess where we are today as our first location for today's sightseeing. We are at the famous Tiananmen Square of Beijing, the world's largest square and can hold more than 1 million people at a time. What you see on my right hand side is the gate behind which is the famous Forbidden City. Over here is the Tiananmen, after which the square is actually named. Behind me, now you can see behind me on this side, right hand side, is the National Museum of China, and to the left hand side over there is the Great Hall of the People. Now we'll be walking to the actual square and show you some more key attractions there. So follow us.
So we are done with our tour of the Tiananmen Square. Now we'll be heading off to the Forbidden City. It's got to be taken through a subway which leads you there. So we're just getting there. It's quite hot today actually, and Priya is really feeling it. And because of Priya, I'm feeling it. Finally, crossing this bridge will take us to Forbidden City. Priya, how do you feel?
Hot.
So I'm at the central courtyard. I asked Priya to bathe there. It's too hot outside here, so I just wanted to click some snaps. So now I'm just going to meet her, and then on we will be proceeding to actually going to the Forbidden City, which is beyond these walls. So while I'm thinking that poor Priya, she's been waiting for me, dying here. Look at her, eating her way to glory. Behind me is the Gate of Supreme Harmony, and I'm heading towards the Hall of Supreme Harmony. And this courtyard is basically important because all the major events like New Year's and whatever, the Chinese New Year's and everything, used to happen here. And the Hall of Supreme Harmony was used for all the main affairs. All the major decisions were taken here by the emperor.
Behind me is the Hall of Central Harmony. This is where the king would receive homage from his officials before he proceeded to the Hall of Supremacy, which you saw before, to conduct his important affairs. At the Hall of Preserving Harmony, Bahui Dian, as it is called in Chinese, sorry for the pronunciation, it is where the kings would change their clothes before proceeding on to the important ceremony. But as you would have noticed, when we entered through the Meridian Gate, we are actually going in a reverse order. So the palace where the king would discuss his important businesses, the palace where he would be paid homage by his officials, now the palace where he would change clothes. So behind me is the Palace of Heavenly Purity. This is the residence of the king, as well as where he would conduct his daily state affairs. This is also the place where the deceased king's coffin was placed. The king in his dying days would also secretly write the name of the heir to the throne and keep it behind the tablet which is there inside the palace, and upon his death the tablet would be opened to reveal the name of the next king.
As you would imagine, after walking so much, we are like really tired, and we're just chilling right now. And you know, the names are so confusing for me. I let Priya do the talking. So Priya, where are we?
So we are sitting right in front of the palace of Earthly Tranquility. So this used to be the residence of the Empress.
That's the gate we came from, and check out the garden. It's really beautiful. We are more or less done with our tour of the Imperial Palace, and we will be now exiting from the gate of Divine Province, and that's a compulsory exit. So it's a very beautiful structure. It's massive. This whole complex is huge, and you know, it's really magnificent in its scale, and it's beyond imagination how big it is.
So now we are at the exit of the Forbidden City through the gate of Divine Province. So just as a piece of information, this is the only exit that is allowed out of the Forbidden City, and the entry is through the Meridian Gate.
Now we'll go back, have some lunch, and after that we have to take a train to
Xi'an.
Xi'an, the Terracotta Army. Here we come. Hi guys, so I'm at the ticket counter of the Beijing West railway station, and we are just taking our tickets for Xi'an. Although we have the booking reference ID for the tickets that we booked, but you have to personally come and collect it from here. And once I'm at the train platform, I'll be catching up with you guys. Right now, just busy getting these things done. It's my train going to Xi'an, the overnight train, and it's very nice inside. It's very good. So our journey has started, and I just can't tell you how beautiful the trains are and how well maintained they are. Rest, I'm speechless. Priya would elaborate on it much better.
So
Yeah.
This guy is amazing.
I am like mighty impressed with the trains in China. So I was like wondering how the trains would be in China, but entering the train, and they are like super luxury. There are screens in the train over there. Then as in, who gives like these slippers in the train? Nobody. like nobody gives these slippers. It's like amazing. I think it's gonna be a wonderful journey to Xi'an, and we have some amazing co-passengers with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's also been very helpful.
And then we'll be in Shanghai for about a week. The city walls also. And then
a power completed. Okay, go stay there, have a look.
thank you. I'll try and see if I get time to see this. Okay. Thank you.